Alright, so check this out, right? I have a website here. It's just mainly HTML and CSS, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make changes to this template using FlowPro. But yeah, so let's see how I do that. Alright, so my website is the background, and we have our project folder open to index.html, which is the website, right? So let's create a script. We can call it, I don't know, let's call it edit template. Alright, give it a start block. So what this is going to do is it's going to read, so what we want to do is we want to read in the file. We want to read in the file, so let's read file string. And we want to go to wherever this file path is. Maybe you can get it. Yeah. See if you can do this. Right? And maybe we just output it to window. This is just a confirmation that we can actually get the HTML. So we can see we kind of have the file, right? We have the same transitive and lorem ipsum. So we are getting the file when you read it, so we can confirm that. So what we actually want to do now is we want to create, so this is the main file, and we want to create outputted a templated version of it. So I'm going to create a copy of this and call it template. So I created the file, we call it index template, and we're going to edit this with Notepad, and I'm just going to show you what we're going to attempt to do. So let's say for transitive, so remember this is transitive here, we are going to change this to title. T-I-T-T, open curly brackets, title. Remember this is the template. Alright, so that's step one. Next, we want to read template as the string, so we're just going to put dash template, because we're reading any template, right? If we run it, we probably could see it. We see in title there, which is perfect. And now we want to take a template string. So basically, it reads the file, it reads the data from the file from index template, and it passes into the template string block. And this allows us to override variables that we create. So let's override the text with the variables that we create. So let's create a variable. Let's call that a variable title, T-I-T-L-E, and we say enter the website title. So if you was to do that, and let's build it, and we call the website title hello world, and we run it, we should see hello world instead, right? So remember, the template string is still saying title. The template, is still saying title, as you can see here. But when we pass it through the template string, any pattern that matches this, and if it has a variable in the environment, it will be overwritten with the actual value of the variable. So that's what we're doing here. So once we have the form and we run the script, we can see hello world. So the only thing we need to do now is we need to save this. So we're going to save it back to index. So I think we can maybe save the file. Is there a save option? Write to file. We're just going to write it, but maybe we could output the window after as well. I don't know if the output remains. But we're going to write to file, and we're going to write to index. And we want to overwrite, we don't want to append. So let's just run the script. So we can still see the template hello world, but when we go here, we can also see hello world. So this is our short tutorial in creating modifying our website or HTML with no code, I guess. Yeah, we're not really using code here. So we want a description. So we're going to put description. Remember, this is the template. We're going to save that, and then we're going to open up FlowPro, and we're going to add another input. Let's put a long text this time. We're going to call this long text description. Ooh, that's not one. Long text. Alright, we could get rid of this user input. We're going to call it description. I'm going to say enter a description for the website. And we're going to build this. And now we have a little description form there, so we can say hello world. This is a description for the website. Isn't it good? So when we run this, we can see the changes are made here. And when we actually load the file, we can see the changes are made here. So we probably could put the title here too, maybe. So let's do that. So we could put the title here. That should work in the template, title. And maybe we put the title here as well. So let's run that. Let's run the script again. Maybe just run the script from the build section. And we can see when we reload the page, we see hello world. Hello world is also in the title. And maybe we want to change what the button, when you click here, what happens. And also the name of the button. So let's do that. So we're going to put some more user input. So we're going to call this btn button, or name, button name. Enter the name of the button. Alright, so that's the button name. Let's build the form. Ooh, don't like that. So we can actually save this form, right? So let's say hello world. This is the form description for hello world. And enter the name of the button, go to link. What we could do is we could save this form, I think. Yeah. Website form, which is really great. So yeah. So let's run the script first. It shouldn't do anything because we actually didn't put in the button name here, but let's do it now. btn name. You're going to save that. Remember, this is our template. You just edit in the HTML to adjust the script. Anyway, so go to link, right? So when we look at the actual template, we should be able to see go to link and the description that we have here. So what I was showing you is the fact that we just saved the form. So if we go back to website form, that's not supposed to happen. So let's try that again. Hello world. This is a form. Please save. Please save. So what's supposed to happen is we save the form. Save it as it is. Yeah. So when we click on this, what is supposed to happen is the content is supposed to auto-populate. Unfortunately, for some reason, that is not happening. So we keep that in mind. Anyway, hello world, hello world, and script. So the last thing we want to do is maybe let's change this header image here. So that's the good idea. So what we can do is we could add one more user input, but this time it's for this time it will be for image. So we say image, enter the file path for an image. Saving the form would really come in handy here. But as I said, it's not working. It's not saving every variable, which is unfortunate. But it's alright. We're pushing forward. So we want to put the image name here. So we just put open curly brackets image. We save that. And let's see if I can get an image so that we can link to this. Alright, so this is the final website. Hello world. This is the description. I really don't know why the form is not saving. I'm going to try this again. Save form as form 2. And when you click on form 2, you really need to look into that. World test this description. Alright, so let's just run the script. So you can see our image is showing up here. And when we load the form, you should also see that image. It's a big doggy. Big doggy. So you can see we could edit some HTML and just give it, just using the form features in FlowPro with this simple script. And you just fill out the form, run the script, and it should update your website the way you would like it to be. So you could create for all of these, although I imagine to do it for the entire website would be a lot. But you can also, there is a feature where you can include files. So like in blocks, you could include a file. So you could include another FlowPro file to kind of structure your scripts, so that you just don't have one extremely long list of blocks that could be confusing. Alright, so that's it for me.